Hi everyone, Valerie here. In today's video, I wanted to give you some suggestions of jobs you can get done in the garden in October 2020. One of the first things that spring to mind for me in October is it's the beginning of the fruit planting season. These are my hazel trees, which I shall be planting in the woodland. They'll give me stems that I can coppice and use for things like peas to grow up, and a small amount of hazelnuts that I shall share with the red squirrel that has started visiting the garden. And this is one of the apple trees I shall be planting out this year. This particular one's a James Grieve, and it's got little apples on it already. Toward the end of the month, I shall be taking cuttings from the gooseberries. Also the blueberries, we'll be taking some of those. And the red currants. Must have more red currants because these have been fantastic this year and I want more of them. This isn't something you've got to do the first week of October because it's a long season. It stretches all the way from October to February. But can you still sow or plant things? Yes, you can. If you've got garlic or onion sets, it's a good time to get them in. Mine haven't arrived yet, so unfortunately I can't show you, but when they come, I shall be getting them straight in the ground. Also, if you've managed to get hold of spring cabbage plants, or if you've grown them yourself, now's the time to get those in the ground to give them a start before winter. These are the spring cabbage and kale that I've been growing on that I'm going to be planting out now. This is the kale for over winter. These are the cabbage seedlings that I've got to plant out this month. They have got a little bit big actually, so I should just be planting the stem down to the first leaf and that will anchor them in the ground better. You can still sow peas at this time of the year. Up to about the middle of October, you can still get them in the ground. Just protect them from the mice because they'll be looking for food. If you don't want to put the peas out in the ground, what you can do is any leftover seeds you've got, plant them up in a seed tray or a pot and use them as pea shoots, which have a lot of vitamins and nutrition in them at this time of year. You can plant broad beans now. This is the time of year to get them in. I've actually got some that I sowed in modules a week ago and already they're coming up. They're so willing to grow still. You can sow winter salads, whether they're the oriental type, which do very well in our winters, or just winter lettuces. I'm also got some modules of celeriac and beetroot. I'm going to have a go and see how well they do through the winter months. So this is an example of what I've got ready to plant out. This is a celeriac in modules. This is some lettuce that I have grown to plant on in my hanging baskets. And this is some beetroot modules that some of them are just coming up, some are a bit bigger. This is an example of the hanging basket full of lettuce that I wanted to show you. This is the sort of thing you can get through just planting a few seedlings in a hanging basket. 3 trays of lettuce that all come from the same seedlings. And they're just planted in small containers like that. Away from the vegetable garden, it's also time to take stock in the flower gardens. These are my bulbs that have just arrived, which I'm really pleased about. This one's tulip berry sorbet, which is so pretty in the catalogue. It's like pink and purple. Tulips probably need to be left another month, but this is a brilliant time of year to start planting up winter bulbs. Things like daffodils are great to get in now. These are the small daffodils which I have bought to go in my hanging baskets. You can start planting up the paper white daffodils, all the scented things like hyacinth, in pots now for use indoors over winter. Also, it's a good time to be planting up your winter hanging baskets and your pots for displays during the winter. In fact, I shall be planting up a hanging basket later this month and making a video of it, so watch out for that one. That's it from Valerie today. I'm sure there's many other things you can think to do this month. I just wanted to give you some tips on what I'll be doing. I'm hoping to make this a regular feature of my channel, so watch out for November's edition on what to do. So until next time, bye bye for now.